Astrology for the month of March. it's really a baffling energy that is coming up for all of us. Like, let's just call this the climax. The climax of Jupiter's transit in Aries, and it's starting now on the 7th of March. 6th of March, Venus moves into Aquarius. Mercury moves into its debilitated position in Pisces and starts inching closer to Rahu. Then moving on the 13th of March, Sun will move from Aquarius to Pisces, and then when it starts to touch Rahu, it will create a solar eclipse. Moving forth, Mars from its exalted position in Capricorn will move into Saturn's head office in Aquarius, and it will be conjoined with Venus, and Saturn will do the test on Mars and Venus, the final test to see what is the fruit of what Mars and Venus have done for the last 3-4 years now. So when Venus passes through Saturn on the 22nd to 24th of March, you'll see the real result of how you have been with the Venus in your life. Venus is all about relationships, and it's all about assets. It's all about your fixed assets. It's all about the Maya in this world. When you are, it's the ojas, the real, the prakriti of the system of manifestation. Venus, the more powerful your Venus is, the more richer you are, the more famous you are. It depends on where the placement of your Venus is in your chart. So when Venus passes through Saturn, and that especially in Saturn's workplace in Aquarius, Saturn finally gives the final verdict to Venus between 22nd and 24th of March. Then on the 25th of March, we will have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And Virgo is all about everyday work, everyday routine, being very, structured with the routine. And suddenly, Virgo will be afflicted with a lunar eclipse on the 25th of March. And then on the 2nd of April, Mercury will start retrograding. It would have moved all the way through Pisces and gone to Aries. It will touch Aries and it will retrograde in Aries all the way back into Pisces. And at the same moment, Venus will move into Pisces. Mars will be stuck with Saturn, and we will have a solar eclipse in Pisces. So we will have a retrograde Mercury, a solar eclipse, exalted Venus, everything in Pisces at this point of time. Now, Pisces is all about endings. So whenever you get something, you have to let something else go. And the endings, the real endings of things will start happening after this solar eclipse on the 8th of April. So what is it that you guys have been working on for the last 4 years? And then you took those steps and measures after April last year, and now you're going to manifest that particular situation, and the repercussion of those particular changes you made between August and September. So try to recall what you did in that time, because that is actually when Venus was retrograde and it brought something new into your life. And the real test of that will be when Venus passes through Saturn and these eclipses will start happening. So when you come out of this conjunction and this eclipse, you will see the real result of all your actions between those times when Venus was retrograde last year in August and September. So this is an update, just a very, it's just touching the circumference of the transits, and it's very difficult to put it forth in pieces because it's actually a collective situation. There have been wars, and no doubt with Saturn's transit in Aquarius, it's brought together a large gathering of people in conflict, because Saturn will always try to resolve the conflict, so it will aggravate conflict in order to make conflict go away. So Saturn and Mars joining in the sign of Aquarius, more so after 16th of March, these conflicts, these peace rallies, these protests will start to increase over the course of the next 2 months. And this solar eclipse will open the can of worms and open the actual problem over the next 6 months of why these wars are happening, what is the intention behind it. But I did not want to make this update on that. But I think collectively we all are affected when there is a war on one side of the world. We can't just be la di da on this side of this world and just be inside our inner life. Yes, of course, we have to harness peace in our own lives. So these planets are coming now all together in the sign of Aquarius, Pisces, and then Aries over the course of the next 2 months. And they're going to give us a lot of answers. First, we were making all the changes. Now you will get the answers to all these changes in the next 2 months between these eclipses with these transits. So I hope this video was helpful, though each and every person has different ways in which this can manifest, because there is something called a Mahadasha and an Antardasha that all of us go through, and there are many divisional charts in an individual's astrology profile as per Vedic astrology. So if you would like to get a consultation on what exactly needs to be decided upon over the next 2 months, then you can get in touch with me in the DMs. But overall, on a ritual level, I would highly recommend that everyone listen to the 1,000 names of Vishnu, because Rahu is in Revati Nakshatra, and Revati is all about endings, and it's also ruled by Mercury, and it pays heavy on it bears heavily on Vishnu. So I was in learn the 1,000 names of Vishnu or listen to the 1,000 names of Vishnu, and on also worship Lord Hanuman by chanting the Hanuman Chalisa. They say, Jo Shadbar Patkar Koi Chutei Bandi Ma Sukh Hoi, which means that whoever chants it 7 times, he will be released from the hardest prison of life. So, focusing between the energies of Vishnu and Hanumanji will get you through this time. We also have Mahashivratri on the 8th of March, where it's a very powerful night, Amavasya night, and that's when the moon and the sun will be together in Aquarius. So it's a very powerful time for us to also take the help of Shiva to destroy certain negative patterns in our life by chanting Om Namah Shivaya 108 times. This would be a great remedy on the 8th, on the Amavasya night, to let go of all the fears and stand with your own truth, which is basically going to be tested when Venus and Mars pass through Saturn and the eclipses come forth. So I wish all of you love and light, and I hope this transit brings forth the best for you. And I will be breaking down all these transits into subdivisional videos, right from Venus to Mars to solar eclipse to lunar eclipse to Mercury retrograde and Sun exaltation in Aries, and Jupiter's final transit in Aries. So watch out for that, because all this energy together I could only put forth in 8 minutes, but the other energies all lead to this particular energy that I'm speaking about today. Cheers, guys.